Hi guys, welcome to another short video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Crested Ware China, and I have some of my recent car boot sale finds on Crested Ware to show you. Now Crested Ware China was souvenir pieces made all the way back in the early 20th century, and they're made by pretty much everybody. Goss, Carlton, Shelley, loads of the top names made them. Now I've got two pieces here that I've recently bought in. You haven't seen them in another video yet, and what I like about these ones is they are named for Cardiff City, which is literally a stone throw from myself. So obviously they come with different names for different towns, and obviously if it's a name that's close to you, that'd appeal to you more than, let's say, Cardiff. If you live in London, you'd be looking for Crested Ware with London on. So Crested Ware come in a variety of anything. They've done World War tanks, they've done hot air balloons, they've done cups, commemorative china, they'll do animals, little black good luck cat, all the way down to something really tasty like this Cardiff City football trophy from 1927. This was the English Cup. I'm not sure if that was the FA Cup in 1927 when we won. So as you can see, there's a whole variety, and there's a lot of specialist books that come on the subject. I have got a lot of books on Crested China. They're not all unpacked yet. I done a video the other day showing you my library, but a lot of the books are still boxed up. I haven't finished unpacking them. My office is still undergoing construction, so I haven't got around to getting them all out yet. But I have got this little book on Goss. And I'm going to show you a little flick through of this book just to give you an idea of some of the different varieties and forms you can get, even just by W.H. Goss. Then I'm going to show you my research on this little Cardiff City piece, and then I'll just show you a little look on eBay, highest price on Crested Ware China, and you'll have a surprise. Some of the pieces of years back used to go for really good money, but you can still get some good money, but you've got to get that rarer piece. Run-of-the-mill pieces you can get anywhere from a £5 up. Little black cat like this on a chair, it's named from Hereford. A little piece like that would be between £5 and £10, so it's not a lot of money, and that's made by Arcadian. So again, there's another name that I didn't actually say at the beginning. This little dog, I'm not sure if it's some sort of terrier, is done by Carlton China. Cornet pottery in Wales, but that was the investiture of Prince Charles in Carnarvon Castle in 1969. Now I've got a lot of commemorative stuff from that investiture. They done everything from brass love spoons, ceramics, glass goblets. I've had quite a bit of that stuff. Even my daughter had to do pick a subject on Welsh history for the school last year, and we done the investiture of Prince Charles in Carnarvon Castle. So anyway, I'm going to show you the pieces I got first. You can have a little look at these. Then I'll give you a little glimpse at the Goss book I've got. It's not a brilliant book, but it's alright. Gives you a little example of what to look for and things like that. And then we'll have a look at eBay, and I'll show you some of the prices for Crested Ware China. And of course show you my research on this little beauty by here. Okay guys, so as we can see, we have a little black cat sat on a sofa. This is all hand painted ferns with a little bow on the back. From Hereford, and I'll show you the maker's mark underneath there, and it reads made for G.F. Turner commercials in Hereford, and then it's by Arcadian. So there's a really good variety. Now this isn't fortunes, you know, but I'll probably get £10 or £12 for it. This bit of commemorative here is by Crested Ware. I don't really know if it'll come under the Crested Ware. It's more commemorative than Crested. But you'll find a lot of this Crested stuff. There you go, City of Cardiff. So I'm not sure whether this would come more under Royal Commemoratives than Crested Ware, but it is still very similar period pieces and similar in design. Here we have, as I've said, the little terrier, and it is, come on, Manchester. Is it? Yeah, Manchester. Has the armorial on there again, and as I've said, this one was Carlton, China. As old Mrs. Terrier said to her pup, small life's adversities, keep your tail up. In other words, don't let life's struggles get you down, guys. And that's quite in keeping with my recent car accident. Here we have a beautiful, beautiful piece. There we have it, crest there for the City of Cardiff. Inscription along the base, the English Cup, won by Cardiff City in 1927. Now that's really, really nice. It's way to the gilding, but no chips, no cracks. And again, produced by Carlton, China. Now this was made in the period, so this would have been made very shortly after the Cup was won in 1927, if not the same year. So what we got here, guys, is a book on Goss China by John Galpin. You can see just off the front here, it is normally minor novelty pieces, little vases and cauldrons and things like that, and it gives you the history of the Goss factory and everything in here. And Goss is one of the most common ones you'll find for Crested Ware. But it can also pull decent money. You see here you have a cannon. That's a cannon there. We have vases, a little pipe rack, lighthouse, some shells. We come into the busts. Now I actually listed a plain bust of King George V by Shelley on my website this week. But because it was plain, I didn't know whether it'd come under the Crested Ware or not. But here we have the busts in Goss, so obviously it comes under the Crested Ware section again, even though it didn't have a crest on there. Houses and so forth, you know, little churches and steeples and all sorts. There is nothing really they won't do on Crested Ware. This book on Goss, I haven't really gone through it that much, to be totally honest with you, for quite some time. It's okay. If you see it, pick it up. But other than that, I haven't really felt the need to go into it in depth. So we'll come across here now, and I'm going to start the first piece I found. As you see here is the cup or the trophy I found. There we have mine, the real one, and then here we have theirs. Now exactly the same. A Carlton Crested China Ware model of the FA Cup won by Cardiff City in 1927 with Cardiff Crest. Estimate £70 to £100. This is sold through Tenants Auction, so that you're talking a good name auction house. Price achieved was 90. So they achieved £90 sterling plus 20%, so two nines are 18. So there was another £18 commission plus the 20% VAT on that. So you're up £112, £113 they paid for this piece in an auction house with a buyer's premium. Overall condition, wear to the gilding, no visible chips or cracks. I've got wear to the gilding here and a little bit around the rim, no chips or cracks. So we're talking it's not a million miles off, same condition and the rarity. I come over here and I found one for sale in Japan. If it loads in, there we go. Now I found the exact same trophy for sale in Japan. Now this is marked up at 280,000 yen, pretty much, or just under. Do you know that works out nearly £2,000 on the currency converter? I don't know what they're smoking, asking that type of money, either that or I've made a mistake. But that is the only two pieces I can find other than my example. So what I've done, I've actually listed mine on my website, antiquesarena.com, at £100. Now it didn't cost me anywhere near that, guys. I paid a £5 for it. But the rarity of the piece dictates that's what it's worth. Now if you come over to my eBay, and I'll open up my eBay, and I'm going to go in the search here, I'm going to search Crested China. So I've done Crested Ware China. Alright, I want to go, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to go sold items. So I don't just want what people have asked for, I want stuff that people have actually bid on and paid a premium for, okay? And I'm going to come down and I'm going to go highest price for the plain and simple reason I want to see where the highest prices achieved are. So, there we have Felix the Cat on a chair, £338. And these are sold prices now, guys. These are green. These are what people have paid. So Felix the Cat, £338. If you see that, then, you know, that's really worth getting. A model of Winchester bushel, £68. A little group there. Now in this group I can already see there's battleships, there's a car, there's an aeroplane. So that's a really nice job lot there for £55. You have the animals then, but you can see the variety of things it's given you. Somebody by here, just for a grandfather clock, has paid £46. We have a couple of chairs, an ambulance, old Red Cross ambulance. There's a tankler. We have here a British tank, 1916, 40 quid. So some of this Crested Ware can still pull good money. Alright, but what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to show you the other end. It can also pull pennies. It doesn't make sense. You can find one piece for 50 quid, and then you can find someone else selling the exact same piece for £1. No sense, no reason behind in comparisons. Here we have a group of cups, 99p. A little Tig, 99 pence. Cheese dish, vases, jug. There we have a little pig, 99p. I'm looking for something to see whether I can duplicate something that I've sold for big money. But as you can see here, there's lots and lots of things here selling for 99 pence and 1.99. Toast racks there. So it shows you can't just take a chance and buy them at 5s and 10s, because there's people on here selling Crested Ware for next to nothing. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back. What's happening? Right. Let me have a look at it. Go back in the highest price when I want to. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the highest priced. And I'm going to look for an average one. I'm not going to look at the rarity like Felix the Cat, because that's going to be quite rare. But we have a grandfather clock there. Right. So let's have a look if there's any other grandfather clocks on here and see if we can see a comparison of prices. So we will go advanced search. Rather than go sold now, I'm just going to go completed. And I've searched a Crested Ware clock. I haven't gone highest or lowest. There we have another grandfather clock at £4.99. So, and that's top of the list. So shows you there, you can't really look at one thing on eBay and say, all right, well I can get 40 quid for that, so I'll buy them all day long at a tenner, because someone else has sold a similar item for a fiver. It makes no sense, no reason. Grandfather clocks, £15, £20, £8, £4. So why did they got £18, so why did that other one here get £46? Unless it's the town. It's got a felt well crest. The only thing I can think of is someone who lives there wanted that crest. So you can see there, it may be worth you looking for the rarer crest than looking for just looking in general for an item. You've got to be looking for something that has meaning, or you're going to have to figure out unusual crests. $1.99 there for a grandfather clock. So it just shows you how hard eBay can be, that somebody can sell something for 40 odd quid and you think off the surface of that, oh, I can go out and buy that, but you can't, because someone else will be selling very similar for 2 quid. It's very hard to distinguish between what you should and shouldn't buy. Now, I don't mean to put you off, guys, because Crested Ware is an area you can still make good money. But what I would say is, if you're going to spend anything more than a couple of pound on it, get to know what is rare. Now, I paid a fiver for this, and to be totally honest with you, the reason I knew I was safe was, one, it was a football trophy. 2, it was Cardiff, so worst case scenario I would have worked Cardiff on a Saturday and sold it for 20 or 30 quid. And 3, you know, it's an unusual shape, it was everything about it. So a little dog like that wouldn't have cost me no more than £1 or £2. It wouldn't have cost me no more than that. And again, same with the lucky cat, 1 or 2 quid. I don't pay a lot for Crested Ware. You'll find you'll pick a piece of Crested Ware up one day, you'll research it, and you'll have a shock of your life, it'll be up to 60 or 70 quid. And that is how you work with Crested Ware. It isn't the things that you think will pull money that do half the time. It's the unusual oddity that will pull the big money, because it's not a common thing. This obviously laps over a few different areas, especially the sporting aspect of it. So as I've said, that's actually on my website, antiquesarena.com now, for £100, even though it cost me a fiver. These are going out on normal eBay. They're not good enough for anything other, and I may end up grouping them. If you watch my videos, you'll know I've just decided I'm having a big clear out. On my website, stock is staying there, and I've reduced the price of my eBay stock, and I've gone back to auctions, and it's slow going off, as in people don't realise I'm back doing the auctions as opposed to just having the buy it now shop. But every day I seem to be building up more and more and more. Now, I don't know how many of you watched the video I put up last week. I bought that hand-painted Highland cattle scene vase by Carlton, was it Carlton? No, Crown Devon Fieldings, sorry. That sold last night for £42, and that was with the chip on the foot. That was a really good buy. I think it came in for 2 quid, or 3 quid for the 2 if you remember. One of them I damaged. But £42 I had anyway for the one that was left. So all in all, it hasn't been bad. A little update on the incident with the car accident. The police phoned me back yesterday. I don't know whether the letter of complaint to the commissioner I gave done anything, but the police didn't speak to a police officer. What I spoke to was the operator, that lady called Sally that I spoke to previously. She phoned me back just to give me an update. Apparently an officer is coming out to see me on the 26th. Alright, that's like 10-12 days after the incident, but that doesn't matter. Someone's coming out. They're prosecuting the girl. They have told me that they are pressing charges against her. It's not a lot I can do, but I will be naming and shaming her. That will be my way of revenge. Purely for embarrassment purposes. What she done deserves to be named and shamed. At least that way I'll have some satisfaction. So there's a little update for the instant, guys, just letting you know. No news on the courtesy car or the insurance car or anything yet. I'm still carless. But as I said, I've pulled a few pieces out. Now I'm going to have to work over the next few days just on stock that I have at home to make videos for you. What else is there to say? Let me see. Crested Ware, give it a go. It'll come into you for nothing. Dealers don't want to part with it, and you can make good money on job lots. You'll go up and you'll see a dealer selling 20 or 30 pieces of this, and he'll be saying 50p each or £1 each, and you do a deal with him, 3 for £1 or 4 for £1, and buy the entire lot off him. And if you've got 15 or 20 pieces you put on eBay, you'll get 100 quid. You really will. And if there's a couple of rarities in there, sorry, it's the tramadol making me tired, guys, sorry about that. If you get 15 or 20 pieces in the job lot, then you will, you'll sell them on, and if there's a rarity in there and they see that, it'll run. So I'll leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little chat. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. I'm on 294. I'm 6 away from 300, guys. There's a little bell by the subscribe button. Click on that and it'll give you notifications of when my videos go up. Let me see, we're on Facebook, Antiques Arena, we're on eBay, Antiques Arena Clearance. It's your chance to grab a bargain. Everything is £12, no reserve. And we have our own website, antiquesarena.com. Go have a look, guys. There's some really interesting pieces on there. Even if you're not interested in buying, I'd appreciate you having a look just to give me your opinion on how the shop is starting to fill out. Because it is a new website, and I would appreciate your opinions on the site anyway, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Bye for now, guys, and I'll see you soon.